It seems Meghan Markle might be having another public moment, and this time, it's all centered around microphones and maternal wisdom. Here's what's unfolding. Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice recently appeared on a podcast, not Meghan's own motivational endeavor, but on Lessons from Our Mothers, a heartfelt new series hosted by none other than Prince Harry's former flame, Cressida Bonas. Eugenie shared an inspiring reflection about discovering inner strength, the kind you summon in your most challenging moments. It came across as thoughtful advice but also carried a subtle undertone, as if it were directed at someone in particular. Beatrice added her voice to the conversation with a childhood anecdote involving an argument over Converse sneakers, which ended with their mother, Sarah Ferguson, stepping in to mediate with encouragement and grace. Meanwhile, back in California, one can imagine Meghan gripping her podcast mic, feeling increasingly sidelined. Since her Archetypes series debuted, she's been working to establish herself as a serious voice in the podcast world. And now she watches from afar as Cressida elegant, serene, and drama-free steps forward with a sincere and emotionally rich series about motherhood. Adding to the sting, the guest list includes Eugenie and Beatrice, both of whom once shared warm moments with Meghan at royal gatherings. There's also a bit of historical irony in play here. Eugenie reportedly introduced Cressida to Prince Harry. So, seeing her now guesting on Cressida's show feels like a full-circle moment, perhaps one that hit a nerve for Meghan. It's hard not to imagine the disappointment of watching these royal sisters choose to appear on someone else's platform, especially when that someone is a former romantic rival. Cressida's podcast isn't just another media project. It launched with care and intention, airing on the symbolic Mothering Sunday. Her co-host, her half-sister, Isabella Anstruthergoff Kalthorpe, a graceful nod to family unity and legacy. For Meghan, who has long centered her brand around themes of motherhood and balance, the parallels must feel almost invasive. This was supposed to be her lane. Had Meghan joined the conversation, perhaps her mother, Doria, might have contributed thoughts on raising a daughter in the public eye, offering a mix of grace and media savvy. But instead, the moment belongs to others. And online, the commentary hasn't been kind. One observer joked that Meghan's public messaging often boils down to never give the milk away for free, a nod to her cautious, PR-driven approach. Now, social media buzzes with speculation that Meghan may be feeling deeply slighted. One can easily imagine tensions rising at home, maybe even a teacup or two hitting the wall. Because for all the titles, media deals, and attention, there's one thing: Meghan appears to be losing genuine, lasting relationships within the royal circle. And that stings the most. At the end of the day, Cressida seems to be thriving. She's refined, quietly influential, and still in touch with the royals without any spectacle. Meghan, on the other hand, appears to be fighting to keep a narrative alive, a modern fairy tale that the world may be slowly letting go. And somewhere, Eugenie and Beatrice are likely sharing a knowing laugh, having delivered one of the most elegantly silent royal snubs to date.